In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to get ready for a competition, the same way I get for competition every single time. I've been doing Latin competitions for about 20 years now, so I have plenty of experience putting on the tanning, putting on the makeup, not making it too dark, not making it too light, blending it in as well as I can. I have some tips and tricks that I've compiled over the 20 years that I do for myself, and I'm going to pass it on to you. So we have five things you need to go buy. Sponge, definitely need this. You need all five. Foundation, definitely important. Powder, and then you have to kind of try some different ones out. Some of them are better than others. Airy gel, it's for basically below my neck, so from the chin down. Airy gel, and then the brush. The first thing I do is I take the sponge and I'm gonna do the foundation. That's pretty easy. It's kind of like painting. You don't want to put too much, and the most important thing is really just spreading it out really well, because you don't want to have blotches. And different people do it differently. I mean, you can use this all the way down your chest. Like if your shirt's open, you can use it, you know, all the way down. It's not a problem. It's just, it's a little more difficult to use a sponge, and it's not as dark. And sometimes it could be more expensive just to use this stuff. It doesn't go as small tube, it goes a huge tube. So I just go down on my chin. I make sure I do the ears. So you kind of get it everywhere. I even do behind the ear and the skin. So not just behind the ear, but the skin that's behind the ear. Oh, and one part I generally forget if you're doing your neck is back here. So you want to get all the way up into the hair. Don't do it on your hair, but get it up to the hair. Because sometimes people do it kind of below the hairline, and then there's an obvious difference. So when you're done with that, the next part's kind of easy too. This one's a little bit tricky only because some of these containers are it's difficult to get the right amount of powder. So if you put too much powder, it's a little difficult to work with. You can look a little funny. So I just barely brush it just a little bit, and I brush it lightly everywhere first. Cora has like special ways, like, oh, you go like this way first. You know, I just do it everywhere. I think you guys are gonna be just fine. We don't need to look perfect. Yeah, so you just want to spread it out. Sometimes if you put too much and you put it on your face, you get kind of a spot, and then it's like impossible to get rid of. And this is really just to give it, I think, some texture, because the foundation can be very shiny, so you're not really trying to darken anything, or it might make you a little bit darker. It's kind of one benefit, but it's really mostly just to smoothen things out and give it a little bit more natural look. Otherwise the foundation can be really shiny, especially with the lights. It gets very shiny. Okay, and then the very last thing is I do the airy gel. And then for this one, you want to have kind of soap ready. So it's quite a mess. This airy gel stuff is very difficult to get off your hands later. So it helps to have I really like to keep one of those scrubby gloves. Put it on, gets everything off. Yeah? So here we go, we start. Airy gel. It's kind of expensive, but it really is worth it. And I just, with my hands, put it on my fingers. I'll show you how much I put on. And then make sure you get it all the way under here. So some of these spots are difficult to see. So just make sure you get it everywhere evenly. And I just kind of keep rubbing it until it gets pretty even. So I put like maybe, let's say this much on my finger. Another thing to consider is maybe putting on your shirt. Sometimes you have new shirts, they go to different spots on your body. This stuff is expensive, so you don't want to waste it unnecessarily. I know that the shirt I'm wearing today goes to about here on my body, so I don't need to go below that, but obviously I'll go past the edge of the shirt, because if the shirt moves, you don't want to make it obvious that you're painted on. It looks like a lot. You know, I've been doing this a lot, so it doesn't look bad to me, but sometimes for the first time you could get a little freaked out. Thing to remember about dance competition, one, if you're in a competition where there's a lot of fluorescent lights, the tanning helps a lot because everything gets so white. So the more makeup, the better actually. You look normal on the floor. If you wear very little, it's gonna look funny on the floor. So once I spread out, again, I try to get the back here because the shirt goes to here, but sometimes it moves around, so you wanna get it pretty low. Okay, so once that's done, I'm gonna do the powder one more time. This time we're gonna do the powder kind of along the edge here and all the way down. So basically now my hand is, obviously the one I've been using is pretty dark. I'm gonna wash this off in all cases. Then just before I dance, 40 minutes before, I kind of like lotion, you put it on. But I put just a little bit on the top of my hand, maybe a little bit more than that. I'll smear it on the top of my hand. And then one thing to remember is you have to get it, so when you flex your fingers, you see how you get those white lines? That looks pretty funny. So you wanna get it all the way in there, yeah? Now, a cool trick with airy gel that I like to use. You can move the camera to the sink. Yeah. Is you just turn on some water and literally just spread it out a little bit more. So the water helps it spread, but you see it's not coming off. It's actually kind of spreads it out more evenly. It actually repels the water. It's pretty cool. And if you wear it for a long period of time, it will get off on your shirt, but it's just generally quick. I mean, you could see like no tanning's getting off. I don't know what this stuff, how they make it, but very impressive. But the water kind of makes it a little bit more smooth and natural looking. And then when you want to wash your hands, which I will because I'm not competing for a few hours. Yeah, these gloves are awesome. You should have it because later in the shower you can use it for your face is okay, and then also for the body here, it comes off really fast that way. Otherwise you're going to be rubbing it for a long time. So just put the soap in there. And I'll show you how easily it comes off. See, it comes off immediately. Plus your skin is very smooth afterwards, so it's kind of nice. Shower is fun. Put this on now. That's it. And then, really recommend it. Ask your partner if you missed some spots, because there's some things you can't see on your own, so just ask your partner for a checkup. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please write some comments for us and we will try to get back to you. In our next video, we are trying to decide between men's hairstyle and men's makeup for ballroom dancing, so for standard. So if you have any preference, let us know and we'll do that video next. As always, remember to subscribe and follow us on Facebook.
3, 2, 1, go.
I hope. Why are you laughing?
Ready, set, go.
Today I'm gonna shoot, I got itchy.
3, 2, 1, go.
I hope you enjoyed this video today. If you have any questions or comments, please write them below.
3, 2, 1, go.
I hope you enjoyed. It's not working.